I have here my beloved toaster, so it just doesn't lock. The way this works is that you have a metal plate underneath and you have a coil. When the coil gets power, it will just become a magnet. And to get the coil to have power, there's like small switches like metal tabs, copper tabs, and when you lower the thing, the plastic on the side will touch these switches. There is one switch here and there's another one on the other side. It forces the switch to touch, to make contact like this, which powers the coil, and the coil becomes a magnet and keeps the piece down the time needed. Now the problem, what happens is these small contacts, there's another one right there, they are made of copper because it's better conductivity. And what happens, you see, they have contact tips right here, so this tip here needs to touch the other side. Copper does oxidize with time. It will just become covered with a tiny layer of oxidized, and that cuts the contact and becomes intermittent. So what you need to do is to clean this small tip here, just scratch it, but also on the opposite side and obviously on the other side. Make sure they are pretty shiny at the end. I did insert this piece of sandpaper in between the contacts, and I keep the contacts pressed from behind. And I will just move with my other hand, with my right hand, the piece of paper up and down. This is very easy. Just do it for a couple of seconds, make sure it's clean, and use a fine piece of sandpaper, not too gross one, so you don't damage the contact. Finally, clean the coil, make sure there's no bits of bread stuck on it, clean the plate as well, and check the contacts look shiny with a flashlight on both sides. Let's do a quick test. So this is the release button here. It keeps very nice, very nice. Now is really a small contact, not worth throwing this if you can open them. I like this model because it doesn't get smeared. It has plastic cover on it, shiny plastic. The inox one, I had the inox one, they just get smeared, finger smeared, and it looks ugly. This one looks nicey, but it does work very well, except for that issue, which is very common with these things. As you would expect, there's even more hidden tabs. Basically on this model, we need to pry this tab towards the inside. Just force a little bit like this, and then pull on the cover, and it should come split open. Two more tabs on the other side, and we are almost done. Some models will have some catches at the top when you engage the casing, so pay attention to this. This button has a small metal bump underneath, and if you pull on it like on other machine, it's never coming out, and there's also bending inside. Insert it in between that kind of plastic cut, and with a little care so you don't break anything, just try to rotate it to split this side open from the other side. Try to kind of increase this V and maybe lift it a little bit this way and try to disengage it. This is the metal bump right there, but it's not coming out unless you force with a screwdriver, not too much, so you don't break the plastic piece. And funnily enough, one of the screws was a Torx type T10 for security. Someone was obsessed, someone is going to open this one day and cause a fire. This is what happens when you hire a psychologist instead of an engineer. Try to find one that has at least 850 watts. The best 900, 950. They will just toast faster and sometimes also better.